Willkommen hier im Signal Iduna Park. Hier ist der neue Trainer.
Hey, what's up everyone? Tedrick85 here, and welcome to my Borussia Dortmund career mode on FIFA 23, and I am very excited about this. You all thought I was excited about my Feyenoord career mode in FIFA 22, but I absolutely cannot. This is a team that I've wanted to do a career mode on for the longest time. I just never really figured out a way to properly start one, but I am doing Borussia Dortmund finally. Here on this channel, I am going to be doing a career mode, and as you can see, Horst Steffen is our manager here, and this technically is an offshoot of my Elversberg career mode, again on FIFA 23 naturally, but yeah, I am so pumped that I finally get a chance to do this club. This is a club that I have a very soft spot for. This is definitely a team that, especially in the past decade and a half, is the so close but so far team. They're always so close to winning something, but something ends up happening. They end up not winning anything. But I am so hyped to do this team. But before we continue on, hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. But you can see Elversberg are the Champions League winners. And we're going to take a look at the calendar right here, and we are in the year 2026, so we're actually going into next season. Well, as you guys are watching this, it's getting close to the end of the season, but we are going to be doing the 2026-2027 campaign. Let's see what kind of... I don't plan on doing any transfers. We have 93 million in the budget, but I kind of want to see what I'm working with before I get any further with this. But let's go ahead and look at objectives. You can see they wanted the previous manager to win the Bundesliga title, which obviously we didn't. We managed Elversberg to that title, and we're going to take a look at the Youth Academy. They want us to take a look at this young man, Pyeon Chol Cho, center back / center mid, 60 rated, 70 to 94 potential. Okay, let's see. He does look like a center back, so I'm just going to keep him as a center back. But we are going to work on his defensive work rate. And I can't lie, one of the main reasons why I want to do Borussia Dortmund, particularly in this edition of FIFA, is I love the kits. I love the black and yellow bars. So I definitely do like that a lot. Take a look at the rest of our Youth Academy. And I'm telling you, Hashimoto, the Hashimoto brothers and Gardner looks like they're in the way out. Diagne and Lundberg are going to be the ones that I am looking to salvage here. 66 pace, 57 dribbling. He does look like a cam. Let's see how long it takes. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that. Let's improve his skill moves, why not? But yeah, I'm not even looking at Hashimoto or Gardner. And he looks like a cam. Although he could probably be a winger too. Let's see. 2 weeks for attacking midfielder, 2 weeks as a winger. You know, I already have a cam, so I think I'm going to turn him into a winger. But with that, we're going to take a look at the squad here that we're working with here. Let's take a look at the starting 11. Okay, we got Farias, Mikel Merino playing out wide for reasons. Jude Bellingham is the captain. This was before he moved to Real Madrid. Kokchu, Kondogbia make up the center midfield. They brought in Yunus Musa, the American international, which is nice to see. Perzi out left. Koulibaly and Upamecano is my center backs. That's interesting. A 72 rated goalkeeper. I'm not liking that. Hopefully we got somebody much better on the bench. And then Jeremy Frimpong, who this season plays for Liverpool after signing from Bayer Leverkusen. But we are going to take a look at the squad. We do have, it looks like we have Eric Bailly on the team as well. Yeah, Gregor Kobel, we still have him on the team. He's going to be my main goalkeeper. Let's see, Parisi, 83 rated, 25-year-old. I'm probably most likely going to keep him. Arata. It wouldn't be Rota because it doesn't have the umlaut over the O. Peters, I'll most likely end up loan listing him. Alexander Zinchenko. Ooh. Who's older? Parisi's higher rated and he's younger. And I have played Zinchenko before in career mode, so I may actually look to loan list, or should I say transfer list Zinchenko, bring in some extra money. Bailly is a very good backup center back. Nnamdi Collins, I'll most likely be loan listing him, only 22 years of age. Emerick Laporte's on this team, though he is 32 years of age, but good thing his center backs don't depreciate as fast as what all the other outfielders do. Kalidou Koulibaly, 34 years of age, so we got two center backs over the age of 30 on this team. Upamecano, 87 rated. I'm probably most likely going to get a young center back to go alongside Upamecano. That's high rated, of course. Kosi Thompson. We got Louis Jean. Kiana Hover will probably be my backup right back. Jeremy Frimpong, of course, is my starter. 87 rating. That's pretty good. Let's see. Mikel Merino, I'm going to have him as my center mid alongside Kopchu. Well, Kopchu will probably be... Merino will probably be my backup and Kopchu and Bellingham. Or unless I put Kopchu. Can I train Kopchu as a center attacking mid? That way I can play all three. Let's see if I can do that. Well-rounded stats. I think I am going to train him to be a cam. That way we have him as cam and we can have Merino and Bellingham out along with them. I want to have these three players play at the same time. Abdoulaye Kamara joining Manchester United when the transfer window opens. Kondogbia, I'm probably going to hang on to him. Oh, we do have Jesper Lindstrom as a cam. What do I do? And we have Gerperds here as a backup cam. Nelf, 82 rated right midfielder. Buendia we have on the team. See if we can change some of these guys as wingers. Berenguer, Musa, Miguel Rodriguez, Gonzalo Plata. Javier Puado is on this team, which is awesome to see. Fares and Okafor, good striking options. We have Hamhead Wade, so I'm definitely going to have some decisions to make when it comes to, because we have a lot of high-rated players on this team, and we really don't have, and I can't really play everybody every game, so a lot of these players are going to be unhappy, but yeah, let's see. Buendia is 29, so he'll probably be a backup winger. Nelf is only 24, Musa is only 23, so Nelf and Musa are probably going to be my left and right wingers, respectively. Plata, I'm probably going to have... Oh, I could have Plata on the right wing and have Musa as a backup. And Puado, do I want to have him as a striker? See, I had him as a striker in my Alaves career mode, and it really didn't pan out. And, you know, I just thought about it too. Well, no, never mind, because this isn't the Alaves career mode. But I did have him as a striker in my Alaves career mode. He really didn't do all that well. But yeah, I'm going to have to... And both of these guys are important. I am definitely going to have to take it keep in mind of squad rules. And of course, Kobo is going to be my... Why is Lotka under a important squad role? He's going to start whining about game time, which I don't want that. But Kobo... will be my main guy between the sticks. But we're going to go ahead and sim to the end of the season. I'm interested to see if there's anybody else that's going to be coming into the team. Oh, before we continue on, I do want to see if there's anybody on the final year of their contract. Let's see. Bellingham. Got plenty of work to do. And yes, I will have him as captain, even though he does not play for the team in real life anymore. I'm sorry if you hear the dogs. Okay, let's see if there's anybody in the last year of the contract that I need to renew, like, right now. Oh, there's a bunch of players. Holy heck, why are they not renewing contracts in this club? I'm just gonna go ahead, delegate renewal. Bailly does have a release clause, which I don't like. We are gonna go ahead and negotiate. Okay, he does not want an extension, but we're gonna have him sporadic, around 60 grand. And I do want 1 year. Okay, sporadic. Let's do... Give me another year. And then we're gonna give him 60 in wages. Okay, Lotka, I don't care about. Koulibaly, I probably could. Yeah, a lot of these guys, I'm probably gonna go ahead. Hopefully they don't... A lot of these guys won't have release clauses. But let's go ahead. Hopefully they don't... Okay, sporadic. Why do they not want an extension? We're gonna do sporadic 1 year and then 40. I do want to get into the next season because I want to see if we bring in anybody else. Sporadic. We're gonna counter for 1 year. No release clause, which I'm fine with. Oh! No, no, no! I don't want to offer him just one... There we go. See, this is why I like doing this off camera, because if it ends up like this, then... I just want to get the players that I know I'm going to be using. Like Plata. He has a release clause. I'm going to go ahead and delegate. Important 2 years. I'm going to remove the release clause. And I'm going to give him 100 grand in wages. It's either they ask for a release clause or... Okay, let's do importance. 2 years, which I'm happy with that. Now they don't want a release clause. And then we're gonna give them 100 grand. It's either they want a release clause or they don't want to extend. And I don't want either one of those. But yeah, I'm gonna extend the people that I know that I'm gonna be using. Okay, let's go ahead. Doesn't really have release. Okay, he has a release clause, which I don't care if I lose him, to be honest. Okay, he has a release clause, which, to be honest, I don't really care if that gets activated. Parisi, let's go ahead and... Important 2 years, release clause, none. 80 grand, I will happily accept that. Musa, delegate. Important 3 years, I will gladly accept that. Marino, important 1 year, I will gladly accept that. Buendia, we are going to go ahead. Rotation, 1 year, I will gladly accept that. Berenger, I don't know if I'm gonna extend him or not. I am gonna extend these guys though. Crucial, no extension. I'm gonna do 1 year and 120 grand. We're gonna counter for 1 year. Disregard release clause. And then we're gonna give him 120 grand. I do need to be careful because I'm probably gonna be running. Actually, no, I won't be running out of money. This team is loaded. But we are gonna go. Let's see. Zinchenko is okay. Kokchu is fine. Koulibaly, I'm gonna go ahead and renew him. Important, no extension, no dice. We're gonna do importance and then 75 grand. We're gonna do 1 year. Because I do want to sell Koulibaly, maybe Laporte as well. And I don't want them on the last year of their contract because I want to get them at a good price. That's the only reason why I'm doing this. There we go. And then, let's see. Does there anybody else that I want to get? I know this isn't super exciting, but I do want to get in. Okay, delegate renewal. Release clause. Prospect 1 year. Am I okay with a release clause for this guy? You know, I'm gonna accept it. Then everybody, let me see if anybody else has release clause. Okay, Nelf does, which I do want to go ahead and I do want to remove release clauses. Important, I'm okay with no extension, but I'm going to increase the wage to about 80 grand. So we're going to do importance and then 80 grand. Importance. I'm okay with no extension. I am not okay with a release clause. And we're going to do 80 grand. Okay, Poitot. I kind of want to keep him, so I'm going to delegate him. I'll give him the same wage, rotation, and of course no release clause. Rotation, no extension, disregard release clause, and we're gonna do that. And then Koble has a release clause, which I do want to get rid of that. And a lot of these other guys, like Rota, should renew him. Koble, I'm absolutely gonna get rid of that release clause. Okay, crucial, no extension. Release clause, none. Wage 125, I will gladly accept that. Does anybody else have a release clause? Okay, I'm putting the release clause on him. Rodriguez, I don't care about the release clause for him. Zinchenko, I'm leaving the release clause on him. And Lotka, I'm going to leave a release clause on him. Sir, I'm leaving the release clause on him. And then Ratza, I'm going to go ahead and delegate renewal for his contract. 1 year, no release clause, 31 grand. I will gladly accept that. And that should be that. I am ready to move forward. How much money do I have left? But I just wanted to just do that. Again, I do apologize for it not being super exciting, Zach, but I did want to make sure I did that before we go into the new season. Because I want to renew contracts where I still have the money, because I don't know what kind of budget I'm going to have next year. I don't even know if I'm in the Champions League next year. So, well, as a matter of fact, I do know, because we did finish as runners up. So we will be, yeah, we finished second. We finished runners up in the Super Cup and DFB Pokal again. Elversberg won those. Champions League, they finished in the round of 16 apparently. Okay, development schedules. But you can see Elversberg finishing top. We finished second, Bayern in third. We will definitely be playing Champions League football next season, so hopefully that gives us a good amount of money. But yeah, we got a pretty good team going into this season. But yeah, I do want to get a younger center back. I'm most likely going to be departing with Laporte and keeping Koulibaly, since Laporte has a higher squad role than Koulibaly. And then Koulibaly and Bailly can be backup center backs, and then it'll be Upamecano and then whatever new center back I bring in. Left back, I'm fine with. Right back, I'm fine with. My center mid trio, I'm loving. My attack, I'm loving. I really don't plan on doing anything super crazy in the transfer window. Oh, and I am going to be doing the preseason tournament here in this first season, and I will be doing 2 seasons of this career mode, because my objective is to win back-to-back Bundesliga titles like they did back in the early 2010s under Jurgen Klopp, when they had the likes of Robert Lewandowski, Mario Götze, Marco Reus, players like that. But actually, Marco Reus wasn't part of that team, was he? He joined after they won the Bundesliga. So mainly like Mario Götze, like I said, Lewandowski, Weidenfeller, that Hummels, they had Piszczek, Leszczykowski, Gundogan was part of the back-to-back team, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of good players on the Dortmund team that won back-to-back titles, and it seems like ever since then, like I said at the beginning of this video, they've been the so close but so far club. Oh, we're not going to do... I just realized we are not doing the preseason tournament, because from FIFA 23 on, preseason tournament is kind of ass, to put it bluntly. So we will not be doing preseason tournaments, because I just remembered that it's not the same as what it was from FIFA 22 and older FIFAs. It's kind of messed up how they have it here. And as soon as this is done loading, we are going to advance to July 2nd. And I want to see if anybody comes in. I want to see if anybody... Hopefully they brought in a new center back, because that would be cool if they did. But yeah, we are not doing the preseason tournament, so we are going to go ahead and skip this. Okay, inbox, we're gonna go ahead and bookmark those, and I'm gonna go ahead and advance to the second, because if we get anybody, I just saw we have a $126 million budget, which really is not ideal. But yeah, I just want to see who all we brought in, well, the previous manager brought in. Which, I don't even remember who the Borussia Dortmund manager was when this FIFA was made. I wish I knew. To be honest with you, I don't even know who Dortmund's manager is right now. To be honest, and that's pretty bad. I know they did have Nuri Sahin, but he ended up getting sacked. Okay, looks like they didn't bring anybody else in. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to change the squad here real quick. We are going to go 4-3-3 attack. Okay, Kokchu, Bellingham and Marino make up the midfield. Okay, who did I have? Okay, Plata. Can do that role. Koble will be replacing Lotka. You really should put Nelfin instead of Plata. He is... Well, he's 1 year younger. I may just leave him in the bench for now. Same with Lindstrom. Okafor is going to be my backup striker. I am probably going to need to bring in a few backup center mids. And then Zinchenko will be making way for Keanu Hover. And then my backup center back will eventually be Koulibaly. But I'm going to put Bailly in there for now. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put Lotka in there. So yeah, my main goal is to, because my starting 11 looks good, but I do want to bring in a new, how old is Kondogbia? He's 33, he can stick around. I may look to bring in, of course, like I said, I do plan on bringing a new, younger starting center back. I do want to bring in a new backup goalkeeper, a new backup center mid. And that's really about it. Yeah, that's really all that I really need to focus on in this particular career mode. All the other areas of the pitch are looking pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and put Rota right there. My backup center back will be... Which I'm going to go ahead and put Laporte in there as a placeholder. My backup center mid will be right here, which I'm just going to put... I am going to leave Asugo there momentarily, and then my other winger will be Buendia, and then possibly Poir. So I'm probably going to end up having to sell one of either Buendia or Poirot. And to be honest with you, I'm more likely to sell Buendia because he is a year older, so... But I'm going to go ahead and do some business here real quick. Merrick Laporte. I'm going to go ahead and add you to the transfer list. Contract expiring in 12 months. I do need to renew the contracts, which I should have done that to begin with, but I didn't want to waste any more time than what I wanted to. Gurpers, again, I don't quite know what to do with him. He does have a release clause, so I'm hoping somebody activates it. Rodriguez, Buendia is going to end up in a transfer list. Berenguer, I'm going to go ahead and transfer list him too, because even I should have renewed his contract, but whatever. And before we end the episode, I do want to look at development plans of these players. I do want to change Gregor Kobel. I got him in my Dijon and Coventry career modes in FIFA 21 and 23 respectively. It's nice to actually play him in the team that he's actually playing for in real life. Okay, Zinchenko, I don't care if I put a plan on him. Parisi. And then my wide backs I'm going to have on the opposite plan. Merrick Laporte, I'm going to be getting rid of him, so I'm not too worried about that. Collins, I'm going to end up loan listing him. Bailly. Looks like he still has room to grow, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Koulibaly, he's actually going to start to depreciate, so there's no point giving him any training. Upamecano looks like he is going to grow a bit. Keanu Hover. Well, I think it's actually supposed to be pronounced Hoover. I'm going to have to look that up. Oh, it looks like he's going to take him 22 weeks to do that. Jean, I'm not too worried about. Neither Thompson. Frimpong, I definitely don't want to train for the opposite side. Peters, I don't play with a CDM. Okay, let's see if I can train any. Let's just see if I can train this guy as a center mid. It's going to take him 25 weeks, and okay, I'm okay with that. Asugo, let's see. 8 weeks. I'm going to use my CDMs to get in. Maybe I won't need to get. Maybe I won't actually need to buy backup center mids. I can just do it from there. So mainly a new starting center back and a new backup goalkeeper is what I'm aiming to get. And of course, Kochu, as you can see, we're training him to be a center attacking mid. Jude, I really don't care. It looks like it's going to take him 10 weeks to reach a 91, but if he doesn't grow anymore, I'm not too worried about it. Okay, Mikel Merino, I'm going to go ahead and train him for that. Lindstrom. Ooh. You know what? I'm dealing with it. Gurpers, I'm actually not going to put a plan on him because I'm kind of hoping somebody activates his release clause. Plata, and all these right mids and left mids, I'm going to switch to a winger. Plata, left foot, so I'm going to have him as a left winger. Yunus Musa, he's right-footed, so I'm going to have him as a right winger. Nauf, he's right-footed, so I'm going to have him as a right winger. Rodriguez, I'm going to loan list him. I'm not too worried about him. Puado, I'm going to train him for the opposite side. And I'm going to actually have him as a winger this time and not a striker. Buendia, I'm going to sell him. Berenguer, I'm going to sell him. Farias. There, we can train his pace and his skill moves. Okafor looks like it's going to take a little bit longer for him to get trained, but I'm okay with that because he is my backup. And then Wade and then Sir, I believe, has a release clause, so I'm not too worried about putting release clauses on them. But that is what our Borussia Dortmund team is looking like going into this first season. And I am very excited about this particular career mode. Let's look at objectives here real quick. I forgot to do that here real quick. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, let's take a look at objectives. Youth development sign at least 3 players younger than 20 years old with potential greater than the average overall rating. That one's going to be hard considering we have a very high rated team. So, I'm definitely going to have to get a high scout in order to do that. They want us to get a streak of 5 clean sheets in away league matches. I hate when the game does that. Replace 3 players from the team. Finish with at least 50 million profit at the end of the first transfer window. Oh gosh. What are these objectives? Oh. They want us to win the league, and they want us to win the cup. So I'm going to have to at least get... I know I'm going to be replacing Laporte. Oh, man. I don't know how I'm going to do that. And I don't want to get fired either, and in Champions League they want us to reach the final. Yeah, these are hard objectives. Yeah, there's actually a small chance I might actually get fired from this. But we are going to go ahead, we're going to look at the calendar. And they want us to reach the final, though I'm not necessarily looking to win the Champions League in my first season, though I definitely do want to do that next year. But we will be starting the next episode by playing this Super Cup game against Elversberg in the next episode, and then we may possibly be finishing the month of August in the next video as well. I'm not sure yet, but that's a take. Well, what happened? But we may also play this away game. I don't know. I'm probably going to skip most of the league, to be honest, and in the following episode we're going to start Champions League. So, next episode we'll be playing the Elversberg and Bochum games, and then after that we'll be playing our first Champions League game against whoever, but that is what this career mode is looking like. I'm really hoping I'm able to get at least some of these objectives done. This is going to be a very tough ask, and I really don't want to replace... Which, I hate when the game does this. But I'm most likely, if I'm being honest, I may look to replace Kokju, I may look to replace Plata, and I may look to replace Parisi. Possibly. Well, I know I'm going to be replacing Laporte, but we're going to go ahead and do that. But that is what this Borussia team is going to be looking like going forward. I really hope you guys are excited about this career mode as what I am. I'm very much looking forward to managing this Borussia Dortmund side. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. And I'll be seeing you guys again next time.